So in this clip, we are going to watch as Mary pretends to not know that Kody doesn't want her and make all these allegations against Kody, somewhat true, somewhat not. So let's just get into it.
No, I felt like this a long time ago. I'm like, you should have told me. Like, that was not fair for you to not tell me because I'm still sitting here holding on to the idea that maybe you might get your head out of your butt. And,
What?
I've been patient because my value.
Get your head out of your butt. Girl, he don't want you. And you've known this for seven seven years the prior Robin and 7 years after Robin. You know that this man didn't want you. And you really think that it takes people 15 years to realize that there's something good in you. Like that's not being patient. That's called being in denial. You sat in this place with this man for 15 years and you're mad at him? You should be mad at you. The the misdirection of anger happens a lot with Mary. Like with the story of with the whole ring getting out. And we'll cover that part where he melted down their ring. She got married mad at Christine for telling the story more than she got mad at Kody for doing it. And now she's mad at Kody for not telling her how he really felt. And it's like, why he got to tell you? It's about how you feel. Do you feel like he's being fair to you? Do you feel like he's being a husband to you? Do you feel like you deserve more? If you feel like you deserve more, you don't feel like he's being fair to you, you don't feel like he's being a husband, why stay? Why do you got to wait and get vindication and direction from him?
Values and my heart and my commitment are as such that I hold to those. Those are
Just
important to
foolish.
me.
That's foolish and an excuse to use. You say your commitment in your heart. Well, guess what? You should have a commitment to yourself to be treated well. And for you to sit here and let this man mistreat you and say that that's a commitment, you didn't commit to him to be mistreated. You committed to him to love, honor, and obey, and for through sickness and health, through good times and bad times. But he's showing you that he doesn't abide by those vows when it comes to you. Now, I don't know if he's had any bad times with Robin or not. It sounds like he does. But you sitting here talking about your commitment is bullshit. That's an excuse. You stayed because you wanted to, and you were afraid to leave. You were afraid to go out there and put yourself out there after that catfish, because those vows went out the window for you when you went on that dating website, and you didn't go on there for no front. You went on there to get some, because you ain't had nothing in a
And
while.
that's why I was still holding on, not knowing that he had, guessing, but hoping that he hadn't really, but not knowing that he had actually fully
See, you
let
hear what
go
she
of.
said? Guessing. She knew that that man was done with her. She knew, but she wanted to stay in denial, and so she sat there and didn't say nothing.
Me emotionally. And looking back on it, like, I mean, there was, he let go of me a long time ago emotionally.
And the thing about it is, don't you can't tell me that now is when you're looking back at it. You've looked back a bunch of times at the shit that he's done, which is why you were angry with him, so angry with him that you decided to go out and try to find someone new. And you got catfished. So you can't tell me that this is the first time you're looking back. You knew that he didn't want you, and you stayed because you wanted to. You were in denial and didn't want to get out.
I was going to say 10 years is a long time to
Yeah.
be holding on.
Yeah. And he's sitting here telling Robin, that's the agreement that you and I made, that if I ever felt like that, then I wouldn't hold you in this place. Like their agreement of, their sacred covenant. You know what I mean? And I'm like, then why
Hey,
did
don't
you
cover it to
not
you.
respect me enough as a human being? Great.
Because he didn't like you. He didn't respect you and he didn't love you. So he didn't feel obligated to tell you anything. But here's the thing about it. You should have respected yourself and loved yourself enough more than you loved him and walked away. You have to hold yourself accountable, Mary.
I understand that you don't feel like that I'm your wife anymore, even though we made covenants and nothing has happened to
Girl, let
break
that go.
them at that point.
You made a covenant. I'm getting frustrated with her. I'm really about to snap on her. I'm really about to snap on her. Oh my God. Mary, you guys made covenants when y'all were married. He divorced you 12 years ago. Why the fuck are you still here? He broke that covenant. I don't know why you didn't like that didn't resonate in your mind. Like, okay, if you were Janelle and Christine, y'all were never married, so that's different. He broke the covenant. He melted the rings. It was over. And I don't understand why she didn't get that.
Like, I understand that's how you feel about me, but have the respect for me as a human being to tell me to my face. And
Mary, he never had respect for you. Look at the way he talked to you. Like, this is what irritates me about her. She is expecting so much from a man that just can flat out disrespected her, disregarded her, embarrassed her publicly, and still is it still seems like she had like these high standards for someone who had no standards of for how he treated her. He didn't treat her with any type of delicacy at all. And she's expecting that from someone who flat out told her he wasn't attracted to her. He didn't see her in in his future. Like, Mary, you have to hold yourself accountable, sis. Like, I'm sorry. This is all Mary's fault because year 1, 2, and maybe 3, I could have been empathetic. But when you wait 15 years, this is your fault. This man has moved on, had children, to the love of his life and everything else, and you was still sitting there thinking he is thinking about you. Like, you got to be kidding me.